guys, it's Bunnies, and today we are at McDonald's trying to grab a boo bucket. I'm really hoping for the pumpkin one, so fingers crossed. May I please have the Happy Meal boo bucket?
What kind of Happy Meal would you like?
Can I do the chicken nuggets, please?
What's your drink?
I'm so excited about the boo buckets. Oh my gosh. This McDonald's has 2 pickup windows, and I never know which pickup window to go to. He didn't say. Oh my god, they have the pumpkin boo buckets. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I'm so excited. I really hope I get the pumpkin one. Thank you. Thank you so much. You too. Oh my gosh, yay, we got it. I am so stoked. We just have to park now. I literally just pulled in front of a guy who is sitting in his truck, and I didn't realize it. Okay, so apparently the McDonald's boo buckets are a tradition since 1986. I didn't know that. I was born in 1990, but I did have a boo bucket when I was a kid, and they were very different than they are now. Or not very different, but a bit different than they are now. They had like lids and stuff. I don't think these ones do. There's 5 total boo buckets. There's a like little ghost one, a Frankenstein one, a pumpkin, like a zombie looking one, and then a black cat one. When I was a kid, I had the pumpkin one. So the original ones are the ghost, pumpkin, and goblin buckets, and then this year the new ones are the black cat and the zombie. So I guess in 2022 they came back after McDonald's like stopped doing them. I'm so psyched. We got the pumpkin boo bucket, and I got McNuggets because right now my diet is super oh, they gave me 2 fries. I don't know if this was an accident or not, but look at how little these fries are. So cute. If you guys remember, this reminds me of okay, in the 90s, there was a McDonald's, like, I don't even know what it was or, like, who made it, but it was a toy where you can make your McDonald's, like, at home. If you know what I'm talking about, let me know in the comments. These are really good. These are, like, nice and hot right now. So, the boo bucket is, like, the Happy Meal. It was $4.99, I think. But I got the boo bucket because it's my baby's first Halloween, and I really wanted him to have a boo bucket. Oh, that burns so good. Oh, anybody else get like, when they drink McDonald's soda, it like burns going down? Okay, so they gave me a 4-piece McNugget, but they didn't ask me about sauces, and honestly, I forgot about sauces. So I guess I'm just eating these plain. This is my first video back in a long time, in like 5 months, even longer maybe, because I had a baby. So we're gonna get like all caught up on everything. Like I said, my diet is kind of weird right now. Oh, they have like glow-in-the-dark stickers. That's so cute. Can't eat dairy. I can't eat spicy food, and I can't eat eggs. So anytime I eat any of those foods, it really bothers my baby. Like his stomach, he gets really gassy, doesn't feel good. So I stay away from those foods because I breastfeed. And so what in the world? Hold on, I don't know if you guys can see this. There's like I don't even know what this is. Is that a hair? Is that a white hair? It's like a white hair on my nugget. Do you see that? What the? Dude, what? I was eating those fries too. We're just gonna put that back in here. We're gonna close this on up. I don't do food that has hair on it, like at all. Okay, so I did a Burger King video years and years ago. I did the Impossible Burger when they first came out with it, and there was a hair on my burger, and I was like, yeah, I can't eat this. And people in the comments are like, why? It's just a little hair. Like, eat the burger. Like, it's not a big deal. We'll eat a fry. So it's still a food video. I'll take a chance with a fry, y'all, but I swear, if I get a hair on my fry, I'm gonna be so upset. Anyways, so I thought today while we ate and stuff, we would get all caught up on everything going on. But I guess it's just gonna be like a catch-up video. I'm really sorry. I swear this was not the plan. I wanted to eat with you guys, but this feels appropriate for our first video back. Like, tell me this isn't like this isn't just like what would happen in one of my videos, especially the first one back. I had my baby 4 months ago, so he's 4 months old. And today I got like on Instagram for the first time in, oh my god, ages. I think I've been on Instagram like twice, 3 times since he's been born. So I got on Instagram today and I did like it asked me questions, anything, while I was like, just chilling when he was taking a nap. And I got a lot of questions about like postpartum, motherhood, birth, all that. So I was like, oh, that'll be fun to like talk about today because I haven't talked to you guys about it in so long. Baby's 4 months old. I have not streamed in over 4 months, which feels like it's been forever. Usually when I take big breaks like that from stream, I always get like anxious thinking about going back because I'm like, no one's gonna be there. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna hit go live and like there's gonna be 0 people, no one's gonna show up. So I get really bad anxiety about it, like in my own head about it. But this is the first time ever I'm like not even thinking about it. I do miss streaming a lot and stuff, but I definitely think I'm gonna be taking like a really good break from streaming for a while because I breastfeed, and right now like the way that our lifestyle is with the baby, it just doesn't allow me to stream because like my baby takes a nap every 2 hours and he's awake for like an hour or 2 hours and then he takes another nap. And so with breastfeeding, he's like eating when he wakes up and then he eats before he goes to bed. And he's like a little Velcro baby. So he stays on me when he naps. So I don't like lay him down in a bassinet or lay him down at all. He's always on me. Baby's doing good. Baby is amazing. It was a little stressful at first. I mean, it's stressful, don't get me wrong, but like it was pretty stressful at first because like I'm breastfeeding and like I'm so new to everything. It's my first baby that I was so scared. Like, is he getting enough food? Is he hungry? Because you can't really like measure how much food your baby's getting unless you have a scale at home. So at one point he wasn't really gaining a lot of weight, and I was on like Instagram and TikTok at this point watching other moms who had just had their baby who weren't producing enough milk, and they were talking about how like their babies weren't gaining weight and they were having to go to formula. So it was like getting me really in my head about it. Anyways, that was really stressful, but everything worked out. He's gaining weight perfectly. He's growing beautifully. He's so big, so fast. It's the craziest thing ever. I've absolutely been loving motherhood. I'm a full-time mom now. Full-time stay-at-home mom now, which I love. Best thing ever. So because of that, I'm really just gonna like focus more, like mainly I think on YouTube and like short form content. So like TikToks, Instagram, stuff like that instead of streaming. So I think I'm gonna do that for a while just because it's easier. Like right now, the baby's at home and I have 40 minutes before he's like ready for bed. So I can just come make a video real quick and then go home, you know? Instead of like streaming for a long time. But parenting is crazy, dude. Like being a parent is crazy. Labor was insane. Let's talk about the labor story. So basically, me and Aunt, so my due date was May, and I didn't have our baby until the beginning of June. I was like really ready for him to come because at the very end of my pregnancy, I got really big really fast. Like my belly was just humongous. Walking was like, I was out of breath. I was just ready for my baby to come. So it was pretty intense at the like tail end. But I loved being pregnant. I had like the best pregnancy. So I didn't want to not have my baby in me, if that makes sense. Like I didn't want to give birth yet. Also, I was terrified to give birth. Like my biggest fear in life is giving birth. So, sorry if I'm talking fast, by the way. I'm trying to talk as fast. I think I'm just like, I have to get home soon. Anyways, my biggest fear in life is having a baby. Like labor. Having to go through like labor. You know, because like the movies and everything, everyone's like, you know. So me and Aunt started taking, well, me and Aunt always take walks, but like the last week of pregnancy, I was taking a walk every day, twice a day, to try to kind of induce myself, because with pregnancy, I had a midwife and she wasn't gonna induce me unless I was almost 2 weeks, or unless I like really wanted to be induced. I did not want to be induced at all. So I wanted him to come naturally, and I was trying to do some things like so he would come on his own, but not like crazy things. I was just like walking a lot, and like I think I did like one other thing, but anyway, so one day me and I were taking a walk. I was curb walking. Me and I were taking a walk, and I go all the way down the street, and like in like a side street, and I had to stop, and I was like, oh my gosh, my stomach, because my stomach hurt so bad. And I had Braxton Hicks a lot. I had Braxton Hicks a lot throughout my pregnancy. If you don't know what Braxton Hicks are, they're like false contractions. I had Braxton Hicks since like my 3-month. Honestly, I think like since my 2nd month I was having Braxton Hicks. I thought it was Braxton Hicks at first, but it got like really intense. Only point in my pregnancy that I almost cried. No, I did cry because the pain was so intense. I was like, my eyes were watering. So I told Anna, I was like, I have to stop, I have to stop. We stood there, and I was like, I think that's a contraction. Because that's in my head, like, what a contraction would feel like, you know? Because it was like, it really, like, again, my eyes were watering, okay? We go back home, and I'm like, oh my God, I think I'm going into labor. We go back home, and I should probably preface by saying, like, I'm a very literal person. Like, if someone tells me something, I take it as it's said, right? That's how I literally take it. My midwife, bless her, I love my midwife, by the way, best midwife ever. She told me, she was like, don't go in until, like, don't go to the hospital until you're, she said until you're, okay, sorry, my camera shut off. Don't go into the hospital unless you cannot, like, talk. Like, if someone's talking to you and you cannot talk, do not go to the hospital. Because you're just gonna end up waiting around to, like, dilate and stuff like that. And she's like, call me when you can no longer talk. Okay. So I'm thinking in my head, when I can, like, literally not talk or form a sentence, I'll go in. So I get that contraction feeling probably around like 4 p.m. and we go home. I go home, I start doing my makeup because I'm like, we're going to the hospital. It's time. No more contractions. Okay? Because your contractions have to be like so far apart. So I was like, okay, I was like, maybe it was just like a false contraction. I was like, that was intense, and that scared me even more. And so I'm sitting at home, I start getting contractions more frequently. I have like this app that like every time I get a contraction, I time it, I stop it, I time it, I stop it. And I'm waiting for the app, because the app will tell you like, hey, like you're close enough in contractions, like you need to go to the hospital. I'm waiting for the app to tell me it's time to go to the hospital. It's not telling me that. I have a big yoga ball at home, so I'm like, trying to breathe through my contractions because I'm getting contractions. Like I'm getting these like intense, you know, waves of pain. Nothing that's like unbearable, but just like intense where I'm having, like I'm going, you know, but again, nothing where I'm like crying or anything like that. Nothing like the first one. And so Aunt's like, hey, do you want to go to the hospital? I'm like, no. I was like, I don't think it's time yet. So everyone's at home, we're talking, I'm breathing. When I get a contraction, I go, I like move on my ball like this, you know, I'm like trying to focus and just like breathe through and be like very mindful throughout the contraction. Every time I get a contraction, I try to talk, because I'm like, well, if I can't talk, then I need to go in. I can still talk. Finally, the contractions get to a point where I can still talk, but the app is like telling me like 3 times, it's like, you need to go to the hospital. So by like the 3rd time, I'm like, all right, let's just go to the hospital, because I just didn't want to get turned away. So we go to the hospital and they take me in, and the doctor checks me, and the doctor's like, because I was like, I don't know, I get this like really weird thing where I'll be like, hey, I'm really sorry. So I went in and I was like, hey, I'm really sorry. I don't think I'm in labor, but like it kind of feels like I'm having contractions a lot, and like it doesn't feel like what I think labor would feel like, but the app told me to come in. And so the doctor was a lady. She was very nice. She was like, let me check you. So they check you, and she was like, oh, she was like, yeah, you're dilated. And I was like, oh, I was like, okay, cool. So like what, like how far? Like what are we looking at? And she was like, how are you doing? And I was like, I'm doing good. And she's like, you're 6 centimeters dilated. If you don't know, 10 centimeters is the baby's here. So 6 centimeters dilated. They're like, do you want an epidural? And I was like, absolutely. Going at 6 centimeters dilated. Labor was nothing like I thought it was going to be. It was so smooth. It was so beautiful. I had an epidural. The anesthesiologist was amazing. It was really scary getting the epidural though. Very, very scary. But he was phenomenal. He had to stick me twice though, because like one of the vertebrae he went in wasn't right. He was like, I don't like that. I don't like how that feels. He's like, so I'm gonna redo it. So I had to redo it, but that was fine. But the epidural started to wear off. At the tail end of labor. So I went through like the tail end of labor with really not much epidural because I could feel every single contraction. Because at the very end of labor, I was telling my doctor when my contractions were about to come, because they monitor the contractions through belly bands and stuff like that on like a monitor, so you can feel it before it shows up on the monitor. So I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have a contraction, and so during the contractions is when you you push and you try to get the baby out. Anyways, so yeah, that was interesting, but honestly it wasn't as bad as I thought. So such a beautiful labor and delivery. It was phenomenal. It was hard, don't get me wrong, it was very hard. Breathing through, because at the very end you're just you're pushing for so long. I low-key was like, I might pass out. My midwife was like, you're gonna feel like you're gonna pass out, but don't worry, you won't, you're fine. I definitely thought I was gonna pass out, but I didn't. It didn't hurt nearly as bad as I thought. The reason why me and Ann hadn't had kids already, basically, one of the reasons was I was just terrified of the pain. Totally fine. I would do it so many times over. But yeah, so labor and delivery went really, really well, beyond amazing. In my mind, I definitely I always try to think of the worst though and be like, it's gonna hurt, it's gonna go this way, because if it doesn't, it's gonna be pleasantly surprising, you know. But if I'm thinking everything's gonna go really smoothly and then it doesn't, then I'm big, oh my god, you know. So everything went really good. Blessed with all the staff that we had. Everyone was phenomenal, and it was just a really good labor and delivery. It was, oh my god, I think it was 6-hour labor, 8-hour labor. Oh man, I don't even know how long. I don't know. I'll put it somewhere here on the screen, but it was natural. So we got to go home the day after. I don't even think we were there for 2 days. We were there for 2 days, but one night. We had the best support system. Our moms were there, and my grandma was there. It was just a really good experience overall. And now he's already 4 months, so he's so big. Kind of makes me so sad, him getting so big so fast, you know. But it's been a blast. Me and Aunt have literally, we love being parents. It's the best thing that's ever happened to both of us, and we've been just both enjoying it so much that it's taken up our whole life right now. It's taken up my whole life for sure. Aunt has still been doing FIFA content and stuff like that, but I have been doing nothing except tending to our baby, which again, I'm so fulfilled. I feel so, I don't know, I feel life has so much more purpose now, and it's just makes so much more sense. Oh man, when you have a baby and your baby smiles at you, it's the craziest thing ever. You're just you just your heart explodes. Your heart is the Grinch's before having a baby, and then after having a baby it grows 2 sizes. It's insane. That's my ramble for today. Definitely gonna be doing more food videos. I want to start doing weekly uploads. I know I want to bring back the ASMR channel as well. So if there's anything you guys want to see on this channel, you want to see me try and eat or cook. Anyways, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry about the chicken nuggets, but if you guys want to get yourself a boo bucket at McDonald's, I would definitely go and get one, snag one. Super, super worth it, especially if you have a baby, or even if you don't have a baby, they're still super cool and worth it. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys. Mwah.